Alrighty, welcome to the first episode on this channel. This is Disconnect Tech, I'm Billy. And today's episode is about my 2011 iMac. So it's a Radeon HD 6970M. Now in today's episode we're replacing it with a GTX 765M and flashing it with NV Flash with a new VBIOS to be able to use the boot menu and all the other stock Apple crap. And hopefully we'll get a enjoyable experience out of it. Basically this has no metal support, so it sucks because of that. And it's the reason this can't run, actually it can run Ventura as is, but the experience sucks. It's just loaded with bugs. It's just awful. It's like, if I want to, not compatible, it's because of the, thank gosh, Premiere Russian. Oh, and Arrow? That works? I don't know why they can't just keep legacy versions up, because I know they still work, but that's beyond the point. It doesn't work. You need to fix it. And upgrade it. So, first thing is going to be shutting it down. Windows. And that's where the fun begins. Yeah, so this is a bit of a mess because I just had to throw the Mac on here with my tools and the donor machine. This is an Alienware 17R1 and it will be the donor for this. I'm going to need an actual precision screwdriver, so this is just Walmart brand garbage, is disgusting. I'm going to go grab my actual repair kit. I am back with real tools. I have an iFixit kit, just a little basic Biatch one that's like $20. So I'm going to go grab a TR10 driver. I'm going to start pulling screws out. There she is. Look at that. There's our GPU. Use a soft piece of plastic here. Use a plastic pry tool. Gotta fix the pry tool. And kind of just watch it all here. gonna go around every corner and just carefully nudge it, and alright, here we go. Wow, look at that. Alright, so there's our bracket. And there's the bare GPU. Zooey mama, look at that thing. Ain't it beautiful? It's an AMD card, obviously. So this is our 6970M, and it's completeness. Well, now it's time for a quick detour, which will be removing the donor GPU from our laptop, and this is where I'm getting my GTX 765M from. So let's get our donor laptop here, which is, I call it a donor. It's not actually a bad machine. It's gonna get an upgrade, which is why I am removing this one's old GPU. As you'll notice, everything is Phillips screws, because this is what a computer designed by sane people looks like. Unfortunately, Dell stopped hiring sane people a decade ago, and that's why everything is soldered to the motherboard. Okay, so that was awful. That was horrible. Installation done. Is that normal? Okay, is this just gonna blow into smoke and flames? I think that's the real question. Oh, I got a smudge on the screen. Oh, dang it. Ruined, video ruined. Alright, well, time for smoke and flames to appear. It's time for the smoke test. Alright, smoke test part 1 succeed. Passed smoke test part 1. But will it pass smoke test part 2? That's the real question. I mean, it already has, the motherboard's already energized, so I mean, like, I think we're fine. But, it's the real question. We'll grab a keyboard here, and we'll try to boot into High Sierra, and we'll see if we have a working Hey there, folks. So as you can see, the iMac is still not together, and this video is taking a little longer than I thought it was going to take to make. As it turns out, I'm an idiot, and somehow, some way, I've done goofed this, and the iMac does not boot and does not turn on. Thankfully, I think I know what the issue is, and it turns out, so it looks like I'm possibly I made an uh-oh. Made a pretty big oopsie. And I might have killed the motherboard. Not as big of a deal as it sounds. Thankfully, I looked online, they're like $30. So, I mean, if I did blow a motherboard out on this thing, it's not a big deal. It's still sad, it's still a freaking motherboard if you blew it out, but the graphics card hopefully is fine. I'm thinking it's alright. I think I shorted it out with the backplate. I think that's the issue. I'm gonna to grind down the backplate and I'm gonna put electrical tape on it to make it not touch the GPU. And I think that's what's wrong with it.
Years later.
I can find the plug. Okay, smoke test part 1.
Just go back.
Okay, smoke test part 1 passed. Didn't make any noise when I plugged it in. No way! Oh, thank gosh! Oh boy. Man, we are actually booted. Oh my. Apparently, the NV Flash Linux executable is just up in the Flash directory. Doing stuff. It is flashing the 765M firmware. Well, that was quick. That was very quick. Okay, I guess all we have to do is just reboot. Is it that simple? Well, welcome back to not a screen recording of my Linux terminal. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Holy crap, the firmware flash worked. We are in the boot menu on the new GPU. Now all I have to do is shut this sucker down, pop in our hard drive, or SSD in this case, and we are golden. This is freaking sweet. That was way easier than I thought it was. Okay. That was actually like significantly easier than I thought it was going to be. Which is good. Can't wait to actually have like a perfectly usable Mac out of this thing. So all I have to do is pull this back, pull this V-Sync cable up, and plug our SSD back in. Being very careful not to touch the power supply cable like I did last time. That sort of traumatized me. Too bad I didn't get that on video. Would have made some good content. Okay, just need to plug our V-Sync back in. So yeah, word of advice for those taking this apart, make sure your V-Sync cable is unplugged when you're pulling your monitor down, or you will break it. Like, no question about it, you will break it. So now all we have to do is pop this sucker back in. Alright, we'll put in one screw for now. We'll put in two. I'll put in one in each top corner here, just to keep things secure and keep the monitor in. And now, I'll unplug the flash drive, and we should be, come on, I know it wants to, please, I beg you. Oh, we are in. Does brightness work? Okay, it's a little flickery. So I think PWM is working. It's kind of glitchy. Brightness. We do have a boot menu at least, which is a significant improvement over. Brightness does not seem to be working properly, but I probably just have to I probably just have to change some stuff in OpenCore to get that working. So let's reboot into our Sonoma installer. So thankfully I have a Sonoma installer, so all I have to do is just restart. Just hold Option while booting. Seems like this isn't perfect, but we do at least have a boot menu, which is really all I need. Yeah, the boot menu is good enough for me. Even though the Apple logo doesn't really quite flash. What we want is install macOS Sonoma. The heck? Uh-oh. That ain't right. I guess we're not installing macOS Sonoma. What does the do not sign mean? Fascinating. Let's just save it. Let's just power that off. Let's just reboot here. Try to figure out what's going on. I think maybe I just need to redo the OpenCore configuration stuff, and we should be good to go. And hopefully we'll be playing around with Sonoma. I love how fast this boots. Yeah, I'm hoping that fixes our flickery screen too. So now all we have to do is just fire into the old OpenCore patcher. And then and build and install OpenCore. So we'll just install a disk. 0, EFI. Ignore. Turn the main menu and we will just create just existing macOS installer. Yes, and we'll build the installer, and when I come back, hopefully the installer will build and it will be good to go. Well, it only took like 10 frickin' years, but it finally created the OpenCore installer. So all we have to do is apparently install OpenCore to this disk, install to disk. We'll install this to our USB drive. And now we have to restart. Ain't this simple? You just have to wait like, I don't know, probably like 20 minutes, half an hour. I'm just gonna hold Option. And hey, there we go. The old bong. Let's see here. How long does it take to get to our boot menu? Okay, there's the screen, I guess. Okay, I see an OpenCore option here. I'm gonna pick that. Oh, install macOS Sonoma. Oh, heck yeah. Okay. Now, from what I've heard, this takes like forever. Like even on like this SSD, it's gonna take a while. Apparently, this first boot it takes like a pretty long time. I'm gonna do a clean install just from the factory. Well, not factory. This is modded, but just wipe my hard drive and replace all the data on it with just a clean as Sonoma install. As clean as it's gonna get for this system, at least. We don't have a mouse. Oh, we have a mouse driver. Oh boy. It's a little laggy, but we do in fact have mices and mices. Oh boy. Okay. Let's just erase the disk first in disk utility. So there's some like fancy shadow effects. It does not like this at all. Actually, let's see here. This. Okay, there's no about this Mac. So let's just go to show all devices, and right here I'm going to this, which is just main drive. We're just going to erase the whole drive. We'll just name it erase it. I'm going to use APFS with a GUID partition map. Alright. Now we'll just go back to install macOS Sonoma. Looks like this install takes a oh boy, here we go. This is exciting. Let me tell you. There's some graphical bugs here and there, but I think that might just be because OpenCore doesn't fully initialize the graphics drivers. Kernel extent or texts or whatever until after it's installed. I think it just does bare minimum to get the installer working. So as long as this installs, we'll be fine. Of course, you have to sign your soul away to Satan himself. And then we'll just shaking there we go. So now we have to install the drive. And oh god. Oh, I hope not. Okay, 25, that's less bad. That's still bad. 25 minutes remaining. That's not good. Well, I will stop recording until this makes further progress. Alrighty, I'm back, and as you can see, it's apparently 98% completed, so I decided to fire the camera back up. But it seems to still be taking its sweet time, so I have no idea of how long it's actually going. This is probably like the 4th or 5th reboot it's done, but from what I've heard, that's normal, so I'm just going to assume it's okay. I've just been letting it boot to whatever device it wants to. I believe it's just booting to the hard drive and not to the installer. I don't think it's pulling any more data from that. I think this might be the final boot. Well, be dipped. It's actually working. Oh, hey, I saw a mouse cursor. Ooh. Well, we have a mouse. Maybe mouse? Maybe not mouse? Saw a mouse. Caps lock is working. Okay, system's responsive. Oh! Ooh! Oh, this is fancy. Okay. Basic set locale. Oh, wow, yeah, it changes a lot. Accessibility functions. So we'll just now for the migration system set up later. We just want to get into the OS. That's all I really care about right now. Yeah, assign your sole weight to Tim Cook himself. Full name. Sure. You can even have a memoji in the freaking background. You can have a memoji as a what's the thing there? Camera work? Ooh. No, it does not work properly. Oh, that is corrupt. Yep. That's not good. That's a corrupted input signal. Alright, let's just go to the classics here. Let's go for the old piano. Okay. Alright, looks like it's creating a home folder now and an account. It's always hilarious to me how Windows and macOS are really slow at doing basic functions. When you're just like in Linux, you just type something into the terminal and then it's done. But you know, obviously it's doing a lot more in the background. So probably in a few seconds here, we'll be in the desktop menu. Or whatever you want. Oh, there's a hair inside the... Oh. Hair inside the... Cool. Fine. Gonna regret doing that. Hell no. Yeah, well, screen time, no, I don't need mom, but I think I need to say this. I don't need chat GPT running my freaking computer from 13. I don't need it. This we're already okay. Your Mozart semi-device. is identical. Those are? What? What is this menu? Where is everything? Does Wi-Fi work? Oh, there we go. Okay. Took a second. Ooh. That's neat. Ooh. This is pretty. Guess we can just inject this. Apparently I'm just supposed to wait a few minutes for OpenCore to do its thing. Yeah, let's just remount the just gonna plug this into my keyboard. Back when Apple put their USB ports on their keyboards as well. Let's just run system information here, because yeah, that's right, we're rocking. Let's see, actually let's do the graphics here really quick. Let's just center the under its own thing. Wait, hardware, ATA, center video, graphics displays. Here we go. Okay, we've got our custom firmware installed. Brightness works. Oh boy. Alright. Metal supported. Oh, heck yeah. Means we should be able to run some newer applications. So, while OpenCore loads up, let's just play around with some of these newer utilities. I'll also log into my Apple ID really quick. No OpenCore prompt yet. I might have to just install OCLP manually. Not too big of a deal. Let's put on good old Garage. Let's see, can we get GarageBand running? Yeah, let's install this really quick and see how well it works. This thing's 855 megabytes. But yeah, I'm really excited to have metal support working on this. I'm gonna have to do a follow-up episode since this install process took so dang long, just testing out all the new features, because I've kind of been out of the loop on Mac. I always have been, I guess. Interesting. Are these like guitar? Is this like a plug-in for GarageBand? Pitch detection. So this lets you use your guitar as a synth controller? $40? What the? Or is it I'm confused. Is this supposed to sound like is this supposed to sound like a guitar? It's a MIDI synth, or is it a guitar controlled MIDI synth? Does it convert your guitar's the sound of your guitar into a MIDI signal? I don't know, either way it's weird. Recording studio on your Mac. The singular reason I own a Mac. Yikes. Yeah, buddy, you might want to just think about pirating FL Studio at that point, pal. Just buy FL Studio. It'd be cheaper than getting a freaking Mac. Just to use their free audio software. If you're buying a Mac, I mean, like, yeah, you might want to just go for a Logic Pro at that point. How much does Logic Pro cost? Oh. Oh. No. No. Why is it $300? Why is it $300? macOS does have the edge in terms of appearance over Windows, but I don't know. I just feel like it's like the little tykes of operating systems in a way. But okay, yeah, okay. Keyboard setup assistant just gets killed every single time I want to start up. That might just be because of the open cord. I'm not sure, but yeah. Take that crap out of here. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Firefox, where dog? Fire GarageBand here. Now, originally, with on a system without metal support, this would. Oh god, it's downloading 2 gigabytes. Yeah, let's see what it does. Yeah, okay. You gonna load? You gonna load? You're gonna load. Okay. That looks like an older help menu, maybe. It seems like it's running pretty responsibly. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. It's still snappy. Okay, that one's the size. Is that one? Okay, also the size. Is this like currently grapes? Oh, this doesn't look the same. Anyhow. I'll let that install, and I'll come back. Alright, let's play around a little bit with GarageBand. Now, last time I tried this without a metal-supported GPU or any flash or anything, and it broke. I mean, like, macOS itself worked, but any program that required metal would just immediately have a stroke a few seconds after opening. Probably because of some sort of illegal operation or system call. It would immediately just crash the application, but this time, it's very much different. This time I'm actually in GarageBand, and I'm running the latest version of GarageBand on a 13-year-old Mac, so... I'm going to go and grab a synth. I'm just going to go grab a MIDI controller really quick. Okay, well, I just got lazy, and instead of dragging out the keyboard, I decided I'm just going to download Canyon.mid and install it and just run that instead. So I don't know how well GarageBand translates MIDI files, but we're about to find out. Maybe it's fully remastered Canyon.mid. Okay, well, it could work. It could use some work.